And you found the quick review, so this is just a quick look. So just watch, don't try to write anything, and it's simplifying equations. So I got a fun one here for us. We've got some distributing, right? We've got some adding like terms. First thing I'm going to do is distribute this negative 5 times the 2a, that's a negative 10a. And then be careful, times the negative 2 is a positive 10. All right, we still have the 4a out front. And the minus 3 equals, and you know what? I can add this stuff on the right-hand side. 18 negatives and 5 more negatives is 23 negatives, okay? And hopefully that makes sense, and that's pretty understandable. Okay, I can now add like terms, or I can move stuff. I'm going to add some like terms. 4a's and a negative 10a's is a negative 6a. Agreed? Now look, we're getting a little bit along. We can save some time. This totals to a positive 7, right? So how about if I add a negative 7 to both sides, right? Going to move it by adding its opposite. And what do I get on the left? A negative 30. Now all I've got to do is move the negative 6. That's multiply times the variable. I can do my shortcut. Let's divide both sides by negative 6. That's all there is to it. And so what looks like a pretty tough problem isn't bad if we just are careful. All right, negative divided by a negative is a positive. 30 divided by 6 is 5, and it looks like a equals 5. Hey, simplifying equations and solving. All right, let's have some fun here. How about this word problem? All right, awesome, awesome. All right, so you look at this. Tom is 4 years younger than Val, but Lee is twice Val's age. If the sum of their ages is 60, and I should have had a little bit more question there. Let's say, how old is Tom? That's what I'm going to ask you on this one. Sometimes it'll say, how old is each? I'm going to say, how old is Tom? Okay. Now, you might want to call Tom the variable. And I did this on purpose, because guess what? You don't want to call Tom the variable. That's not the easiest way to do the problem. Which one do you call the variable? You call the variable the one the others are compared to. This is a key concept, and it'll serve you well. So if you look back to the problem, Tom is 4 years younger than Val. Tom is compared to Val. Lee is twice Val's age. Lee is compared to Val. Let's make Val the variable. We'll call her N. Now, do you see how to do Tom? What's 4 years younger? You know, if you're 16 and someone's 4 years younger, don't you do 16 minus 4? Well, if you're N, you do N minus 4, right? Huh? Make sense? And then, of course, Lee, let's see, but Lee is twice Val's age. All right, so Lee is twice Val, or 2N. All right, the rest is if the sum, so sum is addition. And so what are you adding? Val and Tom and Lee is the equal sign, right? Is what? 60. There's our equation. Let's add like terms. 1n and 1 more n is 2n, and 2 more n's is 4n. Okay? And I still have the minus 4, and that equals 60. Let's add a positive 4 to both sides to move the 4. And I end up with 4n equals 64. Let's divide both sides by 4. All right, and I get n equals, what is that, 18? Right, n equals 18. 16, right? Yeah, it's quick in your head and all that stuff, right? So 64 divided by 4 is 16. Now, one last thing. Remember always to ATQ. Answer the question. Some of you don't think you need a chart, and I'm telling you need a chart, because what is N? N is Val. What does the question want? Tom. How do you get Tom? Well, it's easy. Do Val 16 minus 4, and guess what? Tom is 12. Hey, a little bit of fun. You can do it too if you follow these tips.